8 years ago. Still one of my all-time favorites. I do like puzzle games, programming games quite a bit, and this is most likely the coolest one I've played. Perhaps maybe some of the 3D ones like Portal, Talos Principle. They're also pretty cool, but in terms of pure puzzle fun, I think this one is probably the best title I've ever played. I haven't completed the game previously, and if you look at my profile, I have my old profile here, and you can see there is 9 worlds in total, each one consisting of multiple puzzles. And previously I apparently got to the 6th world, and I never really completed it. And going back, I couldn't exactly, or I was having difficulties because I hadn't touched the game for too long. And the only way to get back into it was to restart from scratch, which I probably wasn't really motivated enough to do that. That's why I never actually completed it. This is a DLC, 63 Corvi, and here we also have a few extra levels to unlock items in Team Fortress 2, which I completed. I think I even had videos of these on my previous YouTube channel. Because one of the cool things about SpaceChem is that once you complete it, you can actually you can automatically add a replay of it on YouTube. There's a link. I don't know if it still works. Maybe we should check the options, see if there's anything about that. Not really. We'll see if we complete a mission, maybe. It was possible to automatically upload your replays from SpaceChem into YouTube, which was a very cool feature. But we're not gonna continue with that profile. I've just started a brand new one, so I've just created it. I haven't started playing yet, and that's what we'll do now. So SpaceChem is a logical puzzle game. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a bit of a factory logistics kind of thing, sort of a supply chain. It's about chemistry, but some people incorrectly think that you need to know a lot about chemistry to play it, which is totally not true. You don't need any prior knowledge of chemistry, and then you'll see. Assembly line problem game. That's a good description, Lord Manfred. Welcome to the stream. So, new start. Generate forum signature? I can't even remember that. A brief introduction. Oh, that's a video? This type of file? Yeah, no, I don't need the video. Let's just start with the first level then. So the story, I'm not gonna read the story. If you really want that, I encourage you to play the game yourself to witness the story. Let's just go through the training. So we have reactors programmed with reactions to transform one set of chemical substance into another. Reactors may move atoms, so every letter here is an atom. It can rotate molecules and modify bonds. So a molecule is a combination of atoms that are connected to each other through bonding. So there is at least one bond between two atoms, then they are connected. And this way you can form different molecules based on the number of atoms, their type, and also even the way they are connected. So once you have molecules, you can rotate them, you can modify bonds, you can add bonds, you can remove bonds. In research assignments, a reactor is programmed to perform a single reaction. And these are the Waldos. Waldos grab, move, rotate, and drop atoms, so they're like your assembly line, your supply chain, or like a conveyor belt. I don't know how to describe it more easily. So atoms bonded together into molecules will move together because they're connected. Waldos move constantly and can be redirected with arrow instructions. Waldos execute arrow and reactor instructions of the matching color when passing over them. So we have different commands that we can place over that assembly line, and when the Waldo passes over that spot, it will do whatever the command tells it to do. Right, let's get started with the very basic one. These ones are probably going to go very fast. Later on we might have puzzles that may take even several hours, depending on how good you are. And I'm not great, I'm not bad. So some of the later puzzles I most definitely will take at least an hour or more. This is an instruction, yeah. So this is an instruction that will input a molecule in the A input zone, and it will put it where it is shown here. Here is a preview. So this oxygen, 2 O atoms with a double bond, and it will, if we issue an in command, then the double O, the oxygen, will be input over these 2 squares. Then we have the grab drop instruction, because the molecule will be here, our Waldo will continue to move, and so we can issue a grab drop command, which will do whatever is appropriate. If it's already carrying something, then it will drop the molecule. If it's not carrying something, then it will grab whatever is in this spot, if there is something to begin with. So now it will grab that oxygen molecule, because we know there will be an oxygen molecule. It will pick it up, and then we will add arrows to redirect our Waldo towards the output zone here, and in the output zone we have to output this molecule. So we will, this is to rotate it. Then we go up. So this is like the first level. It actually tells you everything you need to do. We drop it and we output it. So we tell the reactor that it has a molecule for the output in this zone. And now we can start the reactor. We can change the speed. We can pause it and see if we have a working solution. You see there's also a blue Waldo that we're not really using for this puzzle. So later on we will be using 2 Waldos. Rotate, move up, it will drop and output. And it will cycle through this, so it will go through the in again, enter an oxygen molecule, pick it up, rotate it, etc. So we can speed it up because it will be the same every time. And we need to output 10 molecules. And here we can see the cycles, the symbols used and the reactors used. And as you can see, we did it in 188 cycles, so it is possible to do it in less. So it can have a more efficient solution than the one that we've made. Of course, we just followed the tutorial, we haven't really decided ourselves. We've used 1 reactor and we used 9 symbols. It's also possible to do it with less symbols. And that's one of the cool things about this game. You can, when you start out, you're just happy to complete the levels, but more and more you play, you go back to your previous puzzles and you try to optimize them. And I'm looking, my camera is getting a bit dark there now. No, I still I have to remind myself later on to close the window and to turn on the lights. I'm trying to keep the window open for a bit because it's really warm. And once I turn on the light, I have to close the window and it's going to heat up in here. Alright, so continue. Next level. Atoms and molecules. Yeah, I already explained that a bit. So atoms are the building blocks. Atoms of the same element always have the same properties. And we have some examples: oxygen, carbon and iron. Molecules consist of one or more atoms joined by bonds. Molecule is manipulated by Waldo as a single unit. Yeah, because it's connected. A molecule is manipulated by Waldo as a single unit. Water, methane and salt are examples of molecules. Okay, so now we need to change this into a blue one. And we don't need to input an A but a B. Can we... yeah, we can activate the blue through the controls here. We can even hide the red one and lock it. Up to the right. Then grab our molecule. What? Oh, now we have to do the rest ourselves? Is that it? Okay. We picked it up here, so we drop it there. Like this, and an output. That should do the trick. So yeah, pretty simple puzzles thus far, just teaching us the basics. Okay, that one's working, so we're gonna speed it up. There we go. So again, there are more efficient solutions. There are solutions with less symbols. Crossover. Okay. Oh, interesting. Now we have 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Which means that we will have to cross our Waldos, because the PT, I'm not sure, do we have the periodic table? PT. I used to know all this by heart, because I did some chemistry, but well, it's all ages ago. I don't even find PT. Oh, here, yeah. Platinum, of course, platinum. So we have platinum and aurium. I think this is silver and platinum and gold. Aurium. Yeah, gold. Platinum and gold. So we have to just cross, that's the only tricky part here. So we input an A, we grab it here, and then we drop it there. We output it, of course. So input, grab, drop, output. Very simple. And now we do the same with the blue Waldo. But the difference is, with the blue Waldo, we must make sure they do not bump into each other. Just aurum. Okay, I thought it was aurium. Okay, thank you for correcting me there. One thing we can do is move this blue Waldo. What I'm going to do is move it here. No, here. Let's lock the red one. Hide. No, we don't have to hide it. Let's move to blue. So we input this one and we will pick it up. No, we will move south. That's even easier. Must make sure we the Waldos don't bump into each other, or at least the molecules cannot touch. The Waldos can cross, but the molecules can't touch. So if they both carry a molecule or atom, we must make sure that they do not touch. We can use synchronize commands to optimize that, but let's just give it a try like this first. Yeah, we still need an output and a drop and an output. Okay, let's check. The advantage here is that the blue one is slightly ahead, so they won't bump into each other, but if they have a different length, then one may catch up on the other. Yeah, that's what we get here, they're gonna bump. There we get it. So it's good to show you what's happening. Collisions are not allowed. There's a very simple solution that we can do, is to add a synchronize command. So if we add a synchronize command just before the start, if one of them gets to the sync, it will wait till the other one also hits a sync command, and then they will both continue to move. So if we do it like this, we will see that this time they will not collide, because the faster one will wait for the slower one. And they stay synchronized. Oh, I didn't output. Oh, of course. Stop. Outputting the wrong molecules here. Like this. Stupid mistake, but easy to correct. I was outputting this output here, and this command was doing this output, so the red one had already passed this output command before the blue one had dropped this molecule, and so the molecule was still sitting there when the blue one came back with the next one. There we go, and this time I'm pretty sure it will work. There we go. Elapsed cycles, not the most efficient solution, but still better than average. Well, yeah. Pretty much as efficient as the majority of the users, it looks like. Pretty average in symbols used as well, so nothing special, but not a bad solution either. Introduction to bonding. Now things are getting interesting. The bonders can add and remove bonds from atoms. We can click and drag to move the bonders around. The bonders are not connected to a Waldo, they just sit in the background. And here they also talk about the sync instruction. We already mentioned that. And if we put a bonder, then... So if we have two bonders, then adjacent bonders add or remove bonds from pairs of atoms above them. So all bonders in a reactor will fire together. If someone uses the bond command, no matter which Waldo, then all the bonders will trigger at that exact time, and any molecules or atoms over these bonders will bond or unbond. In this case, bond. Right. Oh, there's another tutorial. Okay, let's move the red one over there. Input. Yeah, we can change it to only grab instead of grab drop. Ping! Pong! Welcome to the stream! Ping pong. Alright, holding the corresponding keyboard key. This one? Okay, I'm not sure what this pop-up is trying to tell me. The corresponding keyboard key. Alright, never mind. Can we get we remove this help window? This is the bonder. Hold right. Yeah, I can move the bonder even without right. Okay, I'm confused. In the toolbar at the bottom, there's a key under each instruction. Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah, I get it. So, like this. Alright. But it's still not going away. Alright, thanks for the tip. Hold D. Yeah, D, because that's D for the right. Yeah. And yeah, I do play puzzle games pretty well, regularly. I often play strategy games as well, but I've played pretty much all of Zachtronics games and other puzzle games. Both 2D, 3D puzzles. Although I do have a preference for logical puzzles and programming. I already clicked the highlighted square, that's the point. I don't understand why. Why is it not continuing with giving me instructions? There's more bonders here, but... Ah, that's it. Okay. That was not very clear. But thank you for the help. That was not a question of not understanding the game, but not understanding what I was supposed to do here in the tutorial. So, this one, let's tap to B, to the blue Waldo. Active layers controls. Okay, let's grab this one. We can change it to only grab. Go to the right. And now we can move a bonder here and another one here. Put a synchronize here. And a blue sync there. Then we drop here. So the blue one will be one tile ahead of the red one. Yes, most definitely Ederiorfor. Wow, what a difficult username. I would definitely appreciate any suggestions for puzzle games. And it's quite likely, since puzzle games is more of a niche genre, that there are some good titles that I haven't even heard of, so I most definitely appreciate it. Though I might have to watch the replay afterwards. Oh, you're just sending it to me personally? Wow, that's a whole list of titles there. Yeah, a few that I know, but also quite a few that I've never even heard of. I have Infinifactory, I never completed it, or I haven't completed it yet. Thanks for all these hints. I'll definitely go through that list. Infinifactory is great, although I think Spacechem is... I like Spacechem more. Yeah, it has to return to pick up another fluorine for fluorine, while the red one will drop the bonded molecule there and outputs. To make it even correcter, we should also rotate. So I'm going to do that. It's not strictly required, but then the molecule will be exactly in the position as is indicated here. And it doesn't matter here, but when we start working with multiple reactors, that is something that's going to matter. Let's give it a try. That should probably work fine. Yeah. So they synchronize. The blue one drops its atom. Then the red one bonds it and continues moving. So the red one is carrying the Ag atom, but that Ag atom is bonded into a molecule here, so it just continues. It already has grabbed that. It will continue with it, but since the F is bonded, it will be attached. It will be one molecule, so it will continue to move with it. And here we rotate it to get it in the right position. There we go. Simple enough. Hey, Matty Rasker! Welcome to the stream. We're almost at the end of the first world, which is mostly a tutorial world. So you haven't missed that much. Yeah, I was waiting quite as long as possible to turn on the lights, because then I have to close the windows and then it's going to heat up even more. It's already very warm in here, but at one point I'm gonna have to do that because it's really getting darker. Bond progression. A pair of atoms can only have a certain number of bonds. A pair of atoms can have a maximum of 3 bonds between them. But it depends on which atom. Each element has a maximum number of bonds allowed. Information can be found on the periodic table. This is pretty much everything real chemistry need to apply in the game. My handsome face, yeah. Stop the flattering, Manny. Attempting to add more bonds than is allowed will simply not work, but it will not cause any problems. And this is something that we can use to our advantage at a certain point in time. Okay, no more tutorials. We just need to make a bond, so that's pretty simple. Let's start with the blue one. Nope, here. Input a B, or beta molecule. Atom, correction, atom, a beta atom, which will be this chlorine. And then we grab it here. Move to the bonder, we synchronize here. We drop our molecule here. And then we go back. Whereas the red one will input in alpha. Pick it up, synchronize one before the blue one, and bond here. Isn't this pretty much the same? Yeah, the difference is that we have to output below. So, not sure. You still don't get it, Maisie? It's just the, what do you call that? Some instructions, in, out. The arrows change directions. It's gonna get a lot harder, that's true, but... I probably need to change this and do it the other way around. Let's just make this a bond. And the red one will sync here. We'll drop its molecule, move up, and like that. And then the blue one, like that. So it should go here. Turn it like that. Right, I think that should work. Let's give it a try. And that works. Oh, we forgot something. We forgot, of course, to drop our molecule here and then output it. It's like circuitry, yeah, it's just logical. And I just realized that the position is not entirely correct. It will work, but I like to do it 100% correct. And that means one spot lower. Okay, so start, input a atom, grab it, synchronize, so wait till the red one's there as well, move here, bond, rotate, drop, output and go back. And the red one, input an alpha atom, grab it, wait for the blue one, drop your atom and go back. So the red one is always faster and has to wait for the blue one, which means that is most likely not the most efficient solution, because the red Waldo is constantly waiting. And that's part of the charm. When you replay the game later, you can work on optimizing your solutions. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you see elapsed cycles, our solution was very inefficient. Well, very is maybe a bit exaggerated, but it's definitely not an efficient solution. And it's also possible to do it with less symbols. And now we go to the last one, where we have to remove bonds instead of adding them. Right, do we need 2 Waldos? We probably do. Or it's probably more efficient, let's put it that way. So I'm going to input an alpha, grab it. No, we're going to place these bonders below the place where the molecule is entered. We'll move up the start just 1 spot. And we're immediately going to add a bond minus command. So this will input this molecule. We remove the bond. Then we pick up the rightmost F and we take it to the right, where we will output it. like that. While the blue one red one will synchronize here. Just a bit about the timing here. So the blue one, let's lock the red one so we don't accidentally make any changes. The blue one will go... Let's start it here. To the left, up, right, down, left. Also drop your molecule and output it. The right one, of course. Now let's see, when does the blue one should wait till the red one moves here, then the blue one will move up, pick up his molecule, and then move that way. I think that should work. Let's give it a try. Blue one waits, red one passes, blue one finishes. Okay, the red one will wait, blue one, yeah, that works very well. And we can speed it up because they're synchronized, so if they do 2 cycles they can do 50. It's always gonna work. Relatively efficient solution, also pretty decent in symbols used, so that's a good one. Not a game you would recommend if you're just starting programming? Well, I didn't know any programming when I first played this game, so I don't fully agree with that. It's definitely difficult. It's definitely difficult in the later levels. In the first half of the game, I don't think you really need any programming experience, and you don't need any chemistry. But they're definitely not easy puzzle games. That's totally true. Research. A similar mindset to programming, yeah. I can agree with that. If you talk programming games, the difference is that programming uses code. In a way, a logical puzzle is like programming, but it isn't programming. It's a thin line, but there is a difference. Because you don't write an actual program, you just place instructions on your Waldo. That's the difference. But we're talking nuances here because ultimately the mindset is the same. It's both logic. Alright, let's see. Oxygen. Oh, double bonding. Okay. So let's put you over here. And you move over there. While the red one, you can input, grab it. Let's start you a bit closer. Input, grab it, and move down. drop your you drop your atom here, then you wait, and like that. Whereas the blue one, you can input an A over here. Just make sure that the red one is gone, so red puts it in, grabs it and moves here. So when you put the input, the red one will be already here with its atom, so that's fine. You grab yours. And I'm not even sure if we need to synchronize this here. Let's just wait with the sync. You come here with yours. You bond and makes the connection. You move up with the connected molecule and add another bond. Let's rotate it for perfection. You drop your molecule here, you output it, the right one, and we'll synchronize here. Let's check it. That's working. There's no point in that discussion, quite frankly. On one hand, I agree with Lord Manfred that that it's not a real programming game, but at the same time, it has the same mindset of a programming game, so it doesn't really matter. Let me turn on the light and close the windows. Right. That's a big difference, isn't it? Okay, we have a working solution. Okay, pretty decent in efficiency, symbols used. Only Pink Floyd goes to the dark side of the moon. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the story. You would look like the mysterious dude in XCOM. Hello, Commander. This is your next assignment. Nah, I can't do it. It's too American, these voices. And I'm not even English. A pair of atoms can have a maximum of 3 bonds. Didn't we already see that? Oh yeah, we already saw that. Why is it telling us this same thing again? Triple bonds. Okay, now things are getting more interesting, because now we need to do triple bonds. Okay, but we start with pretty much the same idea here. The red one here, the blue one there. So, red, you input, you pick it up, and you move there. No, you move there. Blue, input, and you pick it up. 3, 4, 1, further. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inputs on the fourth tick. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the red one is already out, that's okay. So each will be carrying a nitrogen atom. But now the difference is we need to bond it 3 times. So the first one to arrive will be, yeah, they pretty much arrive at the same time. Let's just, red, you drop your atom and move here. No, you, no, not yet. Blue, you will synchronize here. Yeah, that's it. We don't even need 3 bonders. I just move these out of the way for a second. Then red, you will bond, 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 and go back. And synchronize. Blue, after red has added these 3 bonds, you will move on here. Rotate 2, drop the molecule, and output. Wrong output again. Let's just check if that works. Oh, wait. Why is blue waiting? Oh, it inputs the wrong one. That's better. Triple bond, rotate, and drop it. Okay, that's working. Red waits, but now it's not working because they're no longer synchronized. But did you see what happened? Because the red one arrived first, so it already passed all these bond commands before the blue one was here. So I need another synchronize. And I might as well put a synchronize at the start. That should do the trick. Just after they start, so they always are in the same position relative to one another. That means red will wait just after the start. Yeah, we'll wait here till blue arrives in the same position and they're synchronized again. Well, if you're really talking programming puzzle games, Zachtronics also has other games, and I haven't played Shenzhen IO yet. I have played TIS 100, and that's a real programming game. But it's just a nuance. It's the same mindset. Aha, this is working. Woohoo! So far so good. But we're not at the difficult puzzles yet. Multiple outputs. So now we have to unbond it and we have 2 outputs. Okay. That's no big deal. It's pretty much the same, but instead of bonding we have to unbond. And while we're at it, why not just immediately add the unbonding over the place where the molecule is added. So we add it, we input, now we can do it like this. Unbond. Grab it. So you will have the oxygen. So you need to move here, here, there. Drop it and output, but not this one. And you have to pick up this one. So in, you also do an unbond command. So 2 unbond commands at the same time. That should remove 2 bonds, I believe. And they will both pick it up at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And you, now they're going to run into each other, which is not exactly what we want. So, better solution. Start here. Like this. I'll just play safe for a moment. Oh no, of course not. We don't have to. We can do it right here. Because you need to drop yours up here. And output this one. Why is this? Yeah, like that. What do you think, guys? This is a working solution? We only have to input one molecule. Then both our Waldos will issue a removal of a bond, unbond. They will each grab their atom, drop it, and output. Only thing is, will one of them be faster? It doesn't matter because they drop before they pass each other. We will need a sync command, of course, because otherwise they will get out of sync. Ask Maisie! Hurry up, Maisie! Yeah, that works. Check if they do the output correctly, and they do. Pretty simple solution. I'm sure there are more efficient ones, but... There we go. Yeah. Bit more efficient than the majority in terms of symbol used, but not in elapsed cycles. Aha, introduction to pipelines. This is where we will work with multiple reactors. But this is a bit of a step up now. A production assignment. You must produce and deliver molecules to cargo freighters. Production assignments, you may use multiple reactors. Pipes can carry molecules between input reactors and cargo freighters. Drag the last segment of a pipe to connect buildings. Raw materials must be routed to reactors from storage tanks or harvesting facilities. So reactors have input pipes on the left, output pipes on the right. Double-click reactors to edit them. Cargo freighters only accept a single kind of molecule. Supply all the freighters to complete the assignments. So, this is a very simple one because the in and outs are the same. So we don't need any reactors, no reactors required. We just need to move you here, and you over there. They can even cross, so pretty easy. And now we see the actual molecules traveling in the pipes to the freighters. So yeah, this is very much a tutorial. Wow, elapsed cycles? Really? Or is this just all the same? No, it looks like some people have a few more cycles. There's something in the fish cake. I do have a fish cake in Team Fortress 2. That was one of the rewards for the bonus levels. Add output nodes to reactors to remind yourself what intermediate molecules you need to produce. Create output nodes by right-clicking on a reactor and selecting Add Node. Output nodes show up inside reactors just like in research assignments. Right-click on a node to edit it from within the reactor. Output nodes are displayed on the pipeline if the Show in Pipeline toggle is checked. Right-clicking a node on the pipeline will also edit it. Reactor quota. Yeah, so we have a limited amount of reactors that we can use in some assignments. Okay, so one reactor with hydrogen, one with chlorine. We need to make hydrochlorine acid. So we will have to add a reactor. Oh. We can only use one reactor. So we will connect the inputs here. Oh, come on. No. No, like this, yeah. And you go in there. And like that. Okay. Then we double click. And now we have just like previously. We know that we need to output hydrochloric acid in this output zone. We will get hydrogen here and chlorine there. We could have chosen the other output zone as well. So, input, grab. Up. Input, grab, and over there. Then we only need one bond. Okay, that's pretty easy. So you will drop, then sync, and go back. Whereas the red one. Up. So you have the hydrogen, chlorine, it rotates, then we drop it here and output. But you should wait here, sync and bond. Yeah. Oh no, of course, yeah. This is normal because we are waiting for the input to come from the input pipeline. So they're not there straight away. And we can exit the reactor and then we can see the inputs coming in. And there's also a bit of a logistics because this pipe you can see is not that long. So every time this red Waldo is waiting, there's more and more molecules in the pipe. So we may end up with a traffic jam because the pipes are full. So it might have made more sense to let the... and another... of course, Twister. Obviously not gonna work. Because we used the wrong output zone. We used the wrong output zone. You don't need to drop anything, you don't need to output anything. So you can just go back up here. Let's check. Not overlooked anything. No, that's working fine. And now we can look here. And the molecule should go to the to the freighter. We still have molecules piling up here, but not that many, so I think we should be fine. And if it's not, then we can always make a longer connection with those pipes. Yeah, it is going to go wrong. Okay, let's stop it right here. Because you see, we need 40 cycles, we're only at 7. And this pipe is almost full. So we're gonna have to take a bit of a longer route. Making the reactor more efficient is also helping, but I don't think we can make it efficient enough. Can we use 2 outputs? Yeah, we can't connect both outputs to the same freighter. So that's not helping. Can only use 1 reactor, so I think the only possibility is to just do something like this and make the connection somewhat longer. Yeah, we're not gonna make it, I think. Or it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter, yeah. It's only an issue when you output something, I think, from a reactor and the pipe's full. Maybe not with these inputs, with these storage tanks. In that case, it's not really an issue. Polar Expedition. I got an achievement. Polar Expedition. Where have I got that achievement? Let me just quickly check my my Steam. Reach the South Pole? Then those must be new achievements, because I'm sure I did this before. Yeah, I last played the game in 2011. So apparently, apparently that achievement must not have existed back then, and was added afterwards, I think. Sleepless on Seminary 4. Okay. This is getting a bit more complex already. 3 atoms. 1 molecule. We can't possibly do it with 1 reactor because we can only have 2 inputs and we need 3 different atoms. So we're gonna need 2 reactors. That's definitely the case. Not just 2, only 2. We can't add 3. Move it up a little more. Like this. Something like that. So here we are going to bind oxygen and carbon. So add a node to the upper output. What's coming out here will be, let's see if we can put it in the wrong direction straight away. In the right direction, of course. So carbon monoxide. So only we're not forced to follow what we have in the note, but it helps to just do it, because if we say we're going to output this, then we better make sure we do it, or we're gonna have troubles further down the line when it was not what we expected to get. Okay, so that's our output here. We get carbon, we get oxygen, and we output carbon monoxide in the upper output. So here we will have carbon oxide and hydrogen coming in. And we need to make this. Okay, let's start with this one first, because it's probably the easiest one. Down to the right. This input. Grab it. Sync. Bond. Bond again. And they're already in the right direction. Perfect. Drop it. And output. And then the blue one. You input a beta, pick it up, go over there, sync, no, drop your atom, then sync, go down and back. Let's check this reactor first before we move on to the second one. Oh, why was it? Ah yeah, it's because it lasted longer before the atom arrived. Okay, this one waits here, that's fine. Double bond, and it drops it there. Okay, so this reactor is doing what it's supposed to do. Now we can move up to this one. And we need to add hydrogen on both sides of the carbon monoxide. Thinking about a bit of an efficient solution here. Grab it by the carbon, move up, this one needs to cycle faster because it needs to add 2 hydrogens. So every time the blue wall though completes, the red one should do two turns. So you pick up your hydrogen. You need to turn. Like that. So Carbon monoxide will turn clockwise, and the Waldo is carrying it by the carbon. So the carbon will be here, the oxygen will be there. We move up, and here we can bond. But then we also need one on the other side. Just thinking a bit, thing like that. So the red one picks it up, drops his hydrogen here. It grabs this one, drops it here, and then synchronizes. Blue one should wait before moving there. Which is a bit of an issue if we also have to rotate. But what we can do is move up these bonders. Like this. And now the blue one can synchronize here. Blue one can synchronize there, wait till the red one has dropped its first hydrogen here. So red will drop its first hydrogen here, move there. When the hydrogen is here, blue will move up with the carbon here and the oxygen here, and a bond. Oh crap, that's gonna create an extra bond, so we cannot do that. No bonder here. So that will create a bond with the hydrogen, and then the blue one will move on with that molecule. The red one will also be continuing, pick up a new hydrogen. So tricky. Tricky. Damn it. Let's make it a little different, because otherwise they're going to collide. The blue one will sink here, but it has to rotate twice, like this. The red one this. Will drop. That's never gonna work. Because the blue one will be here first. But I think we should do it the other way around. Which will be less efficient. Just drop your molecule here. Red, instead of dropping it, you bond. Other way around, like this. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna be correct, because we did quite a bit here. Of course, also drop the molecule and output. Let's give it a try. Something will be wrong for sure, but we'll have to let it run to see what exactly is going wrong. Ah, this is not ideal because the red one's waiting. Oh, maybe it's not that bad. Oh, we forgot. See, we forgot something. We have to add, of course, we have to add another hydrogen. Yeah, what I was about to say is that the red one is waiting long here on the sink. As long as those molecules haven't arrived. But that's only an issue at the start, I'm guessing. That bonds, okay. Ah, there we have an issue. So you have to move up sooner. Curious. I think we're almost there. The hydrogen sinks. Okay, now the red one picks up the next hydrogen. This one rotates, drops it, bonds it, turns it, and outputs. Yeah. Let's just check if that works for the next cycle. Yeah. Okay, and exit the reactor, see if we don't have any hiccups. Ta-da! Woohoo! We did it! That's working pretty well. And we're at the third world already. I think that's a good moment to go for a break. I can use some nicotine, I can use some fresh air as well. I know it sounds a bit ironic, fresh air and nicotine at the same time. But with fresh air, of course, I mean the colder environment than in the room I'm in, combined with a cigarette. And so I'm gonna be back in about 10 minutes. Time to smoke a cigarette, grab a drink, and then we'll continue with our space chem in the third world. Catch you later, folks. And we're back. And after the nicotine break, reading up on the chat a little. I've also been studying chemistry, Maisie, so we have that in common. And also, indeed, people didn't even realize I was supposed to be in that class. Were you in my class, perhaps? No, because you were in the UK. Gary, no clue what's going on. I find that hard to believe, but maybe I'm just going too fast. Because I already played the game before, even though it was years ago. Everyone rated Snake when it appeared on Nokia phone. Don't have a clue because I didn't like Nokia at all. I never had a Nokia phone. Maddie did, apparently. Maisie still uses a Nokia phone, okay. Well, yeah, okay. Everyone was using Nokia phones back in the day, and I was kind of the exception because I didn't really like the interface. I didn't like the interface, never... Yeah, I had different models, some better than others, but Nokia, no thanks. Anyway, how was everyone's weekend? Well, I can imagine what Snake was, but it was probably a snake that crawled around the screen and you had to redirect it. Which in itself is a rehash of a much older concept of game. Unless it's something else. Snake! Snake! Reminds me of the Dario O'Brien video about video games. Of course, that being another Snake reference. Did you get the reference? Snake! Liquid Snake. Right, every day is the first day. Is that so? Training. Add output nodes to reactors. Yeah, we already saw that. So let's move on. Okay, things will now start to ramp up in difficulty. I don't mind if anyone can't follow, but let's just see if I can solve the puzzles myself. Because I do remember that the game always ramps up in difficulty with every world. So we need carbon and hydrogen. We need the carbons bound with a triple bond, and each one also bound to a hydrogen. Okay. Now, what if we do something like this? And red one. Okay, just thinking about a concept here. So red will input an alpha molecule and grab it. And hydrogen. And we'll drop it here. And move on. Let's make that... No, that grab is okay. But we want to input another one. Grab it. And then drop it here. And just move back. We can... Even shorter. work a bit on our efficiency here. Like that. So start. Add a hydrogen, pick it up, drop it here. Input another hydrogen, pick it up, drop it there, and the new cycle begins. Okay. And then we have our blue Waldo. The blue Waldo, let's lock our red Waldo for a moment. The blue one will input carbon.
Now we can bond as much as we want, because the hydrogen can only have one bond, the carbon can only have 4 bonds. But we can add more bonds than this. Grab it. There, like this, input another one, wait, why isn't that moving through? Oh, because we added this, alright, like that. Now here's the tricky part, we need to add all the bonds when we get here. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Drop it. No. Let's synchronize. So after the red one, has dropped it should synchronize. It should add all the bonds and then synchronize. Just thinking here. Depends which one will be the fastest to get its molecule. Will the second hydrogen be here first, or will the second carbon be here first? It's probably relatively close. Let's add a red. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. So let's add a red sink over here. The blue one will drop its carbon. And then sink. Down, back. The red one first sinks. When the blue one is here, the red will continue. The red one will add the bonds. 3. The only thing we can't do is this. We need to output. It makes me wonder if I remove this.
this bond. Let's go back to our original idea here. Don't drop it. We'll add a third bond. Yeah, and then output. Let's rotate twice. Drop it here. And output. There is a mobile version of SpaceChem I've seen. I haven't tried it. I think this will work. Let's give it a try. Okay. That worked. Okay. Ta-da! 242. Where have we seen this before? You can see we have a relatively efficient solution. There are more efficient ones, but you can see also that the number of players getting those. Oh, those are my friends. Blobka and Stubar. Blobka did it with less symbols, but far less efficient. I did it very efficient, but with more symbols. Interesting. He's pondering on that idea. Yeah, it doesn't have 1 minute turns. It's more than 4 colors. Well, not much more. Blue, red. And the rest is just black, white and gray. Yeah, the atoms have different colors. Green, purple. They're not colored here. You refunded it and got a free key? Okay, now we need 3 hydrogens and 1 nitrogen. So, blue. Very simple. You will input and grab nitrogen. Now red will have to do that 3 times. So how are we going to do that? Interesting. In one cycle we can't possibly pick up a hydrogen 3 times. Oh, but wait. We can do is bond. Let's input another one there. So you come up with a nitrogen. You input a hydrogen there, then you bond them and move to the right.
Just thinking a bit. Twin stick shooter. That would move the hydrogen here. That's not what we want. Other sides. But then we will have the nitrogen here and the hydrogen there. No. Just no. Let's do some different. We drop it here. We rotate it. So we will have the nitrogen here, the hydrogen there. Then we move up. Grab it. Like this. Down to the right. We grab it. And we bond it. And we still need another one, and we haven't used the red Waldo at all. Let's drop it. And return. Okay. So you input a nitrogen, you grab it. You input a hydrogen, you bond both together here. You rotate, so this is the nitrogen, this will be the hydrogen. You drop it with the nitrogen here. Move up, you drop, but you don't have anything to drop, so that's okay. You grab, you input another hydrogen, you grab it, you drop it here, and you bond. And then you sync, because this is when the red Waldo will start his action. The red Waldo will start somewhere over here. No. Let's log the blue one for a moment. The red one will start over here. Just have to remember, so we will have a nitrogen here, nitrogen here, a hydrogen here, and a hydrogen there. The last one needs to come here. So we are going to start with the sync. When the blue one has finished, we pick up this molecule Yeah, we turn it this way. And we bond. Because here there should now be a hydrogen. And to make sure there is, we will input a hydrogen blue Waldo. After the sync, we'll input a hydrogen. So, lock it again back to the red one. We've bonded. We go up, to the right, down to the left, and the only thing left now is to rotate our molecule. Clockwise, drop it here, and output. Okay, I think I'm finished. Now let's see if I didn't make any mistakes. Oh! Yeah, that was not exactly what I had to do there. Oh yeah, I see. If we move this one up just by one spot... Oh yeah, the blue Waldo is locked. Because the molecule, the atom cannot be there yet when we rotate. Let's try again. I think this will solve it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's still too early. One more. Aha, that worked. Yep, a working solution. And a relatively efficient one. Both in symbol usage as in cycles. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. And we move on. Split before bonding. Okay, now we need to split a double hydrogen, double nitrogen, or double oxygen, double hydrogen, sorry, and then bond them differently. Okay, so the red Waldo, input this, unbond it, and grab this one, move down. Blue Waldo, input this one, remove one bond, this one will already do an unbonding command on the second tick, so we don't need that command, right? Because the red Waldo will give the same instruction, which is exactly what we need. So this one can then grab it, move up, and rotate. Doesn't matter which direction. I probably want it this way. Unfortunately, I would like to synchronize here, but I can't synchronize and rotate on the same tile. Thinking. Can you hear it? It's starting to hurt. So how was everyone's weekend? Think you found out why your PC kept getting blue screens, Manny? Not temperature related. Driver issue. Could mean a Windows reinstall. Oh, drivers. Ooh, that sucks, man. Let's move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are here. So you need to synchronize first. When the red one is passed, it synchronizes. Drops is no, not drops it. Moves that way and synchronizes. The blue one moves up. Bonds here. So that's the blue one is carrying double oxygen. Yeah, it's oxygen with one bond only. It's vertically, but with the upper one on the wall though. The upper one will bond with the hydrogen that is still here. And then we'll move back down. Yeah, upgrading OS, clean install is always better. I absolutely agree with that. So what can we do here? The red one sitting here with the last hydrogen. The blue one's coming up top with double oxygen, and the top one a hydrogen at the right hand side. Does it matter? I wouldn't think so. We can bond here, that's even cleaner. We have this bit, but rotated. So we can rotate this way. I can't rotate another time because that would be out of the map. So we're now carrying it exactly the top 3 atoms just the way as they're displayed here, but without the lower hydrogen. So ideally we would need to rotate another time and then bond here. If we do this, Can we rotate here? We should be, but okay, we're almost there. Yeah, I never really liked Windows 10, still don't. I'm doubting which Waldo will continue to the output now. Would make more sense to use the red one, because it has to go back here. So in that case, we just drop, go back here, and here, and here. While the red one, no, the blue one will still do a bond, then synchronize, so the red one can continue. And the red one just has to go like this. Needs to rotate twice. Not strictly required, but drop it here and output. Okay, curious if this is gonna work. I doubt it, but let's see. Okay, we already have an issue here. Okay, let's move up the sync one. Okay, that works better. Bonds, rotates. Bonding, rotate. Okay, let's rotate in the other direction then. I think this is gonna work. Let's see. Oh, we rotated. We should only rotate once. Perfect. Alright. Now the blue one is waiting a long time, so it's not a very efficient solution. Oh! That's not exactly what we wanted. So the first one goes well, but not the second one. Why is that? Because they're not synchronized, of course. We need to add a synchronize before the start. So they're back. So they're synchronized again at the start. It's important because they need to do the unbonding at the same time. And only the red Waldo has an unbond command. So if the blue one is not in the same position as it is on the first cycle, then that unbond never happens, and that's what we just saw. So I think we have a working solution now. Thank you, Maddie. Yes. Whoa! It's totally not an efficient solution. Look at this. Look at the graph. There's plenty of people who had a more efficient solution. So yeah, nice one. That's pretty relative if you look at it. Can we tap? Okay, we did better than Stu in cycles, but Stu did one symbol less. But frankly, the rotation is not strictly required at the end, because you don't need to output them exactly as they're shown. But I'm still doing that because it's cleaner. And when you start working with more reactors, that helps. I'm running out of friends on my leaderboard, yeah. Stu googled all the solutions. Okay, that explains it. Well, I went to the 6th world in my first playthrough. That was, I think it was in 2011, so that's 6 years ago. And I went to the 6th world. Okay, copy reactors within a production assignment by holding control key and dragging the reactor. Save the reactor design to reuse it. Yeah. After design is saved, you may use it in any pipeline. Okay, oh yeah, this, I seem to remember this one. Yeah, I saw this one on a stream yesterday, because I was watching someone else who played this game for the first time. This is a relatively simple one, because if you look at it more closely, if you split this molecule in half, like half meaning you remove one hydrogen, then this is exactly double if what remains if you just attach two of them by the carbon, you get this one. And the two hydrogens that you removed, if you connect them, you get the hydrogen here. So hydrogen and ethane from methane. And I hope my pronunciation is right, because I'm not native English and I already was bad at chemistry, but chemistry in English. So we need a disassembly reactor. The upper output will give us hydrogen, while the lower output will give us this. We'll look at the exact place where we output. We can make it as easy as we want. Then we will we need to add a assembly reactor for this one and an assembly reactor for that one. These yeah, like this. Show in pipeline, no, because it's blurring the view. Oh, I can move them. I can move them. Okay, so I shouldn't hide it. Okay, hydrogen in the upper one goes here, and we get double. The lower one gives us this. Does it have a name? CH3? I don't think that's an existing molecule. Anyway, and we add two of them. Okay, let's start with a simple one. So we get one hydrogen, and for simplicity's sake we are going to oh, that moves the reactors up. Nice. We're gonna put it there. Let's do it like this. This is cleaner. Oh. Oh yeah, the disassembly reactor first. That makes sense. Not even needed. We just need two. So input a molecule, grab it, you will just grab a hydrogen then, yeah, drop it there. Like this. While the blue Waldo you will right here. Can we unbond at the same time as we input? I'm not sure. I doubt it. But we can try. Because that would be the most efficient. This, that, like that. Drop it. And output. Sync. And sync. Let's try that. It works. Okay. That's good. That's good. Alright. So they give the outputs as that we need. So let's move on to this reactor. Very simple. Input. Grab. Down. We do practically the same thing. Except that both of the products have to be output in this region. But for the rest it's the same thing. Oh no, we have to bond instead of unbond. Okay. So, okay, let's do it like this. So, grab drop. Input. Grab it, move there, and bond, while the blue one no, you must sync. Okay, the blue one will input an A, then sync, next turn you don't do anything, and here you input another A. This is all the blue Waldo should do, I think. And then the red one, drop. Where should you drop it? Drop it here. Like this. Output. But you need to rotate them. You need to rotate this way. Okay, let's check that. Red waits for blue to sync. Blue waits for the hydrogen to arrive. Hydrogen arrives, red continues. Oh, it didn't bond. And I know why. Because the red Waldo acts slightly before the blue one. So we're going to switch these commands from the blue to the red layer. So red will first input it, and then blue will do the bond. Because if red does the bond, it's slightly before blue inputs the hydrogen. Oh. That didn't work. And it didn't work because there's no other hydrogen yet. So we have to add another sink. Because blue should wait here until red actually has inputted that second hydrogen. The issue, blue can bond before the second hydrogen has arrived. And it's still not gonna work. So what if we put the sink on here? We grab it, we wait. Blue, after the sink, will... Okay, wait a second. Let's take a step back. Red starts and sinks. Blue starts with an input and then sinks. Then red grabs the input and moves down and sinks again. Blue will also sink again. And then bond. And that's the issue. Red should only sink here. Red can input, because it will also wait until the next hydrogen arrives. And then it will move here and synchronize. That's still not working because the bond will only happen then, and it should happen before. Crap. Of course, it's also because we are complicating things unnecessarily. We still have 2 more bonders, so we could easily do it like somewhere else. Oh yeah, but wait, the other one is not bonded. So we take a step back, we let blue do the input, not immediately after the sink. Red handles the bond. No, it cannot. It must. Red must wait. Must wait. So blue one handles the input. After the input is gonna wait because the second hydrogen waits some time. Then it will. We're gonna have to make this a little longer, and it will also do the bond, and then only it will sync, so it will release the red one. That should do the trick. So red waits for blue, blue waits for the hydrogen, blue waits for the hydrogen, red waits for blue. Again, same thing. When the hydrogen arrives, blue will bond, and red will continue, will output, and they're back in the same situation. Okay, that's working. And our last reactor. You see, these puzzles are taking longer and longer, of course. But this is pretty much the same thing, but instead of 2 hydrogens, we have 2 molecules that we have to connect. Let's try a bit of a different solution here. Like this, like that. You sink, grab it, sink again. The issue here is, of course, rotation. So the same thing will not work as simple on this one. Because the atom we didn't have to rotate, but the molecule we do have to rotate. And only red can rotate it because it's carrying the molecule. So we're gonna have to do something different. We're gonna grab it and we're gonna rotate it. Is this too fast? No, that should work. Rotate it again and drop it. We can do the bonding elsewhere. Of course we can. So if we put the bonders here, yeah, only 2 bonders should be enough. Now, what about blue? Blue will handle the input. No, not bond. Input. Alpha molecule. And then synchronize, so they will both be here. Red will grab it. Let's think about this for a moment. Okay, input another one. Sync. Grab it. Bond it. And drop it here. I think it's as simple as that. But what does red need to do? Red drops it here. And then red has to sync as well. Has to wait till blue continues, because otherwise red's gonna be way too fast. Let's give it a try. I'm not sure if I haven't overlooked anything, but... So red waits for blue, blue waits for the molecule to arrive, the first one. Okay, red picks it up, rotates it, drops it there, and then waits for blue. Blue waits for the second one to arrive. Blue will bond and drop it there, right? And they're back in their initial position. I think we're finished. Let's just check how this goes. There's our first molecule split up. Both molecules head for the assembly reactors. The hydrogen, the first one, has arrived. Okay, now they're both waiting for the second molecule to arrive. There's our first hydrogen. And there's our first ethane, or ethane. Speed it up a little. Yep, that's working. Assignment complete. Pretty much the same as Stu. Yeah, Stubar has 20 cycles less, which is very minimal, but it is a bit faster. Yeah, we're pretty much where the majority ends up. A bit less symbols maybe. In symbols we're relatively okay. But you can see that there are many more efficient solutions. Applause, Maddie, yeah. Or Maisie. I'm working on that bot with Twitch integration in Unity. And applause is one of the commands I'm actually working on. Just play a sound clip. But yeah, I want the bot to be a bit more advanced before I'm gonna start using it. I may do another test if I have a few commands and stuff to see if it actually works to interact with the bot. But then it will be a lot of programming to get everything integrated and to have it work exactly as I want. But it's coming, it's coming. Nothing works. Okay. Well, that's a bit more complex already. Oh my god. We can use 4 reactors. Stealing your toys? I don't think you're the only one with sound clips in your bot, Maddie. I will not use the same WAV files. No, it will... I will most definitely have some commands that play a WAV file. Whether it will be... Well, applause is pretty much an obvious one, I guess. But yeah, the others, I don't know. There may be a drum roll or... We'll see. Maybe Homer Simpson dope. I have to think about this one already. So, we split the nitrogen. Can we get nitrogen? And we get nitrogen. Right? And both of these will output nitrogen. And then we have another disassembly reactor on this one. Yeah, I know what I have to do. And this one will output CH. Methane radical. Nitrogen, nitrogen. And the lower one will just output hydrogen. No, will output double one. So that's what we need down here. So that pipe can then go all the way down here. Okay, hide this one. This one outputs methane radical. These two both output nitrogen. That's not what we want, because we want... Yeah, we can't add two nitrogen inputs to the same reactor. So let's just delete this. This can still output single nitrogen, I guess. And then we'll have an assembly reactor here, which takes the CH and a single nitrogen. Okay, let's start with the simplest one, this one. So you input synchronize. We can even do it over here. Synchronize. Now he still needs to grab it as well. So we're still gonna have to do it down there. Because here we can grab it. Unless we do this, input, synchronize, then grab it. Yeah. So you put the double nitrogen, and you wait, you grab one, drop it here, and go back. Drop it here, and output. And I was just thinking about running out of friends on my leaderboard. I'm just running out of friends, perhaps. No, I don't think I have that many friends who play puzzle games. It still is a bit of a niche genre, unfortunately, and I think it deserves better, because puzzle games are clever. Or, yeah, some are, not all of them, but... And they make you think, which is a good thing. Right, move this up. So, you wait for the sync. So the blue one, after the input, even the same clock tick, if you can call it that, it can already unbond. Unbond again. And unbond again. Then it should synchronize, so the red one can continue. And they both grab one at the same time. Yeah, that should go well. Because the blue one can't catch up, so they won't collide. Well, it does pose a problem, because the blue one will already come into this tile before the red one has output. Yeah. So we still need to add a delay of one more. We can do that quite simply by moving all this like this. And output. And just to make sure, we put another sync just before they start. Okay, let's check that. Sync. Oh wait, we haven't bond. Of course we haven't unbonded because we haven't placed the bonders. Like this. Okay, that removes the bonds. One out and a second out. Okay, that goes fine. So our nitrogen splitter is working correctly. And this one takes methane, should produce hydrogen and methane radical. Whew. I'm not sure if it was a good idea to do it with only 3 reactors. The issue here is that we need to get hydrogen. I'm saying this reactor will immediately produce hydrogen. But if I remove the hydrogens from that methane to get methane radical, I get 3 hydrogens, not 2. So that leaves me with quite a bit of a headache to actually output 2 hydrogens. 2 double bonded hydrogen, or a bonded hydrogen. So it's probably wiser. It might be possible, but we're making it hard on ourselves here. Oh, why did that change? Wait, I did change it. Yeah, that's because it's linked, of course. Alright, and then we have to add another assembly reactor, which takes single hydrogen and outputs double hydrogen. Right. It's possible, I'm quite sure it's possible with 3 reactors, but let's just start with just solving all the puzzles instead of trying to find the most efficient solution. So that makes it easier. Now we just have single hydrogen on this one. So one Waldo should drop the methane radical and 1 hydrogen, while the other Waldo will do 1 hydrogen and then another hydrogen. So they have to go through this input twice. So we want crossing lines. So let's start with the red one inputting. While the blue one... Okay, the red one inputs a methane, while the blue one at the same time removes the bond, which means we need a bonder over, or an unbonder over here. Okay. Red grabs that hydrogen, which is now unbonded, and moves it here. Drops it. Okay, that's 1 hydrogen. At the same time, blue let's just immediately add all those unbonders to remove 3 different hydrogens. So blue can pick up even pick it up here. It can pick it by the hydrogen, because there's a hydrogen here, and immediately go there and rotate this way, move up, drop it, and move left. Okay, so that's the methane radical. So we have a hydrogen here and a hydrogen there. The most logical solution would be for you to pick up this hydrogen then. Go down to the right, up and left, and up again. Drop it here. Output. Still need an output here as well. Now red. This may be an issue, right? You can't go through here anymore. Unless, yeah, we're gonna do it like this then. Okay, and then red, you go up here. Grab the hydrogen, down, drop it here. And output. Should we synchronize them? I think we only need to synchronize them just before start, so they are back in sync when they restart. And let's check it. Oh! What did I overlook? It's too fast. Yeah, they're colliding. Still too fast. God damn it. Well, let's move it one more then. Okay, that's working. Hydrogen okay. CH okay. And now see, they don't collide. No, they don't both take a different route, but this is gonna be close. Yeah, okay, that works. And then the blue one waits for the red one. And next molecule. Okay, this seems to be working fine. So that's 2 reactors, 2 more. Let's start with this one. This is very simple. So we input a molecule, move down, right, put the bonders over here. Grab. No, that's not gonna work. Let's do it this way. Input. We don't even need the blue ball though here. Oh yeah, of course, we still need to add the drop, of course, and the outs. Okay, that's fine. Just one Waldo. You could argue that maybe I could have done something here, but if I had 2 I would have done it, but the fact that I have 3 as a product from this molecule makes it too complicated to handle that. And then this is the last reactor that we have to do. CH is okay, we just have to add the N. Is that all? Okay, well in that case, so Input the A. What am I saying? Input A. Pick it up. We can pick it by the C. What am I saying? We can take it by the H. We have the H here, the C there. We rotate. So the C will end up here. Yeah. And then the blue one, you input a nitrogen. You synchronize here. Grab that nitrogen, of course. Red will bond 3 times. Is that too fast? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a lot. We can do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the 4th tick, the red one will wait here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the 4th one, the blue acts twice, will bond. Bond again. Bond again. No. That's too early. It should drop first. Has to be something to bond, of course. Yeah, that's the issue here. So let's drop it first, and then bond, bond, bond. Then we synchronize and head back. While the red one has now. We now have 3 bonds here, so the red one can continue. Is attached to the H, so we do 1 rotation. Drop it here. And output. And then synchronize before start. Let's give it a try. And I'm almost going to round off the stream. Maybe one more puzzle, and then I will be wrapping up the stream for tonight. Definitely gonna continue Space Chem, and I'm not forgotten poker either. Despite the bad beat yesterday, I'm definitely intending to continue poker on the stream. Oh, what happened there? Okay, something was not right there. So let's watch that again. What went wrong? Well, it was okay. Your position wasn't that great, to be honest, Maisie. I have to be frank there, and oh, that's the problem. The input. It inputs, but it doesn't synchronize after the input. So if blue has to wait longer on the input than red, then red's already too far. How's that? It waits here. No, if blue is faster than red, that's the point. Yeah, if blue is faster than red, then it will already do these bonds before red has arrived. Yeah, I was pretty much in control, and okay, I had a bad beat because, yeah, I did the right play when I was eliminated, and the guy was really lucky. I'm pretty sure he had less than 10% chance, and I called his all-in bet, so it was the right play. But overall, I can't say that I played so well. I made some mistakes too, but it was fun, which is still the most important. No, that's right, I forgot, Maisie, you went AFK. I think you were letting the dogs out or something. Oh, the first, yeah, we played the second one with Tutai, and Tutai was eliminated second, I think, and then I was eliminated third, in fourth position. But I was really, yeah, I was pretty unlucky. I had I have to think out loud. I had Ace King. I had Ace King, and there was a flop with an Ace, and then two suited spades, and two suited spades with an Ace, and I had Ace King. I had raised pre-flop, and the guy. I bet pretty high, and the other guy in the pot, he went all in. So I had a pair of aces with a king kicker, and I thought he just had a flush draw, and turns out he didn't. Although he had a king of spades, he had king queen, I believe. So he only had a very far-fetched straight draw, for which he needed two cards on the turn and the river, and also a flush draw, for which he needed two cards on turn and river, because a king wouldn't have saved him. So he needed to hit the turn and the river, both of them, and he did. So yeah, I called this all in. That was totally correct thing to do, but it still got me eliminated. Alright, back to the puzzle. So the ins are the issue. Let's move up the sink here. Let's add the sink after start, right? No, let's input and then sync. Because they don't have to wait to synchronize. They can wait until the next molecule arrives, which is usually longer. But if the molecule arrives fast, then at least they'll wait for the other Waldo. I'm gonna do the same thing here, so move this one up, input, and then synchronize. Okay, let's check if that works better. Because now at least they won't continue if one of them gets an input and the other doesn't. So now the red one waits, but that's fine. 3 bonds, okay. Output. Alright. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this one already has an atom, but it waits. Okay. And that seems to be working fine. I think we got this one. Oh! I just sped up one more and we got an error. What happened? Collisions between atoms. What? They were doing fine. They're synchronized. How come they suddenly collide? Oh, I know why. It's this one? Probably because the pipe was full? Let's check. Let's keep that running for a moment. See how these pipes fill up. Yeah, this pipe is filling up very quickly. And that's the issue. And here, yeah, they're gonna collide. No? Yeah. Because the one Waldo can't output the nitrogen because the pipe's full, and then the other Waldo comes with its nitrogen and they collide. So the issue is not with the reactor, the issue is with this pipe being too short. Or at least this reactor not handling the nitrogen efficiently enough. And I do have quite a bit of synchronizing going on. But why is it going so slow? Is it because the CH is too slow? Yeah, there's already 2 nitrogens, 4 nitrogens, and there is the first TH, the next TH. But this is not a very efficient reactor, which in a way is logical because the yeah, we have 1 CH and we have 3 hydrogens as a product. So the Waldos have to carry 3 individual H's down here. So logically, that means that all this process produces only 1 CH, and that's not very efficient. Well, what we can do about it is just, not sure if it's gonna work, but we can try. Just make a whole detour with our pipe. Because now the pipe can contain a lot more nitrogen before we will have issues. But still we need to get to 40, that's quite a bit. And you see we're at 6 and it's already all the way through here. So maybe this will not even be long enough. Wow. And that's one of the things I have been experiencing previously with these multi-reactor things. I'm good at making reactors do what they need to do, but that's not exactly something I'm good at. Making the whole chain effect efficient. And a good question, of course, is how can I do it here? Because making the pipes, I can make them even longer, but we were only at 12 out of 40, I believe. So 12 out of 40, that means that, yeah, we would have to make it a lot longer to actually work. So I don't think this is the right solution. There must be a way to mitigate that. Because the issue is this reactor is very efficient, and the other one that provides the CH is very inefficient. Now one thing I could do is make this reactor way less efficient. That would work. it's kind of counterintuitive to deliberately make a reactor less efficient. I know what I'm gonna do. Instead of outputting hydrogen here, why not output 3 hydrogens? 3 connected. Oh, we cannot connect 3 hydrogens. Yeah, that's the issue. We cannot connect 3 hydrogens because hydrogen can only connect once. And we could also send a mixture of single hydrogen and double hydrogen. But then how is this reactor gonna make the distinction? If you know what I mean. We know the order. We know that the first one will, if we send them and we send the first one a double and then a single, then a double, then a single, they will always alternate. Okay, plan. This will be more efficient for sure. So we're also going to export double hydrogen. And now we're saying this reactor may have this or this as an output. And I'm definitely gonna wrap up the stream after this puzzle. I'm not gonna do another one. It's getting freaking warm in here. So now we have double and single. Now, what are we gonna start with, single or double? Now let's look at our current reactor chain. So what happens here? Red starts with a single one, while he does the CH.